Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your #1 source for all things related to retirement benefits, Social Security, and making the most of your money. Today we've got some incredibly important and exciting news to share, especially for those of you who receive Supplemental Security Income, or SSI. We're talking about a potential surprise deposit hitting your bank accounts in February. And we're going to break down exactly what this means, who is eligible, and why it's happening. So make sure you stick around until the end, because you don't want to miss any of these crucial details. First off, let's talk about this surprise payment. Many of you might be seeing an extra deposit in February and wondering if it's a mistake or some kind of new benefit. Well, it's not a mistake. For a specific group of recipients, this extra payment is very real. But to understand why you're getting paid twice in 1 month, we need to look at the calendar and how the Social Security Administration schedules its payments. It all comes down to a simple but important rule. If a payment date falls on a weekend or a federal holiday, the SSA sends the money out on the preceding business day. Now let's look at the calendar for March 2024. The 1st of March falls on a Friday, so SSI recipients would normally expect their payment on that day. However, something special is happening in February. Because March 1st is a Friday, the payment for March is actually scheduled to be sent out at the end of February. Let me repeat that. Your March 1st SSI payment will likely be deposited into your account on February 29th, which is the last business day of February. So you'll get your regular February 1st payment at the beginning of the month, and then you'll get your March payment at the very end of February. This is what creates the double payment scenario within a single month. It's super important to understand that this is not extra money or a bonus from the government. It's simply a scheduling quirk. It's your March payment arriving a day or two early. So, when you see that second deposit hit your account at the end of February, remember that it has to last you all the way through the month of March. There won't be another SSI payment deposited. On March 1st or April 1st, your next payment after the February 29th deposit will be scheduled for May 1st. This is because April 1st also has a similar scheduling situation. The payment for April being sent out on Friday, March 29th, it can get a little confusing, I know, which is why budgeting is so critical during these months. So, who exactly does this affect? This double payment schedule in February applies specifically to those who receive Supplemental Security Income, or SSI. If you receive only regular Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, or survivor benefits, your payment schedule is different, and you will not see a double payment in February. Your payments are typically based on your birth date and are sent out on the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th Wednesday of each month. This February surprise is exclusive to the SSI community. If you are a concurrent beneficiary, meaning you receive both SSI and Social Security, you will get your SSI payment on February 1st and your Social Security payment on its usual date, typically the 3rd of the month. And then, you'll also get that early March SSI payment on February 29th. Let's dive deeper into why this is so important for budgeting. Getting to payments in 1 month can feel like a windfall, like you've suddenly got extra cash to spend. It's a great feeling, but it can also be a trap. If you're not careful, you might spend that second payment thinking it's a bonus, only to find yourself short on funds for the entire month of March. You'll have no SSI deposit coming in March at all. That means the money you get on February 29th needs to cover all of your expenses for the next 31 days' rent, utilities, groceries, medications, everything. So what are some practical tips to manage this? First, as soon as you get that second payment, mentally set it aside. Label it. March funds in your mind, or even in your banking app if you can. Don't touch it until March 1st. A great strategy is to create a simple budget. Write down all your expected expenses for March. This includes your fixed costs, like rent and insurance, and your variable costs, like food and transportation. Seeing it all written down helps you understand exactly where that money needs to go and prevents overspending in the first few days. Another tip is to automate what you can. If you have bills due at the beginning of March, schedule those payments ahead of time so the money is allocated before you're tempted to use it elsewhere. Let's also quickly recap the maximum federal payment amounts for 2024, as this is the baseline for your benefits. For an eligible individual, the maximum federal SSI payment is $943 per month. For an eligible couple, it's $1,415 per month. Now, your actual payment might be different. Social Security Administration reduces your payment based on any countable income you have. This could be from work, pensions, or even from family members helping with your household expenses. It's always a good idea to log into your My Social Security account online to see your specific benefit details and payment schedule. This is the most reliable source of information for your personal situation. Beyond the double payment, there are other important updates to keep in mind for 2024. As you know, all Social Security and SSI beneficiaries received a 3.2% cost of living adjustment, or COLA, this year. This was to help your benefits keep up with inflation. While it wasn't as large as the previous year's adjustment, every little bit helps. This increase was automatically applied to your benefits starting in January, so the payment amounts you've been receiving this year should already reflect that 3.2% increase. If you haven't checked your statements to confirm this, now's a good time to do so. Make sure you're receiving the correct amount. If something looks wrong, you should contact the Social Security Administration immediately. I also want to touch on a common point of confusion: the difference between SSI and Social Security retirement benefits. It's crucial to know which one you receive. Social Security is an entitlement program. You and your employer paid into it through taxes while you were working. The amount you get is based on your earnings history. SSI, on the other hand, is a needs-based program. It's designed to help aged, blind, and disabled people who have very little income and resources. It's funded by general tax revenues, not by Social Security taxes. That's why their payment rules and schedules are different, and why only SSI recipients are getting this early March payment in February. So, to summarize the key takeaway for today, if you receive SSI, expect two payments in February. One around February 1st, and a second one around February 29th. The second payment is your March benefit arriving early. You will not receive an SSI payment in the month of March. This is a crucial piece of information for your financial planning. Please plan accordingly. Create a budget, set that second payment aside. Make sure it lasts you through the entire month of March. Spreading the word to friends or family members who also receive SSI can be a huge help. A lot of people might be caught by surprise, and a little bit of advanced knowledge can make all the difference in avoiding financial stress. We hope this explanation clears things up and helps you prepare for the coming months. Managing a fixed income can be challenging, and these scheduling quirks don't make it any easier. But with a little bit of planning and foresight, you can navigate it smoothly. Remember that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. Staying informed about these changes is the best way to maintain control and peace of mind. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach and help more people just like you. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way you'll never miss an important update on your benefits. We're always working to bring you the latest news and simplest explanations to help you thrive in retirement. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and we'll do our best to point you in the right direction. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.